Hey guys, how are you? Hope you are doing well in every part of the world you are. This is Mo again with another live with you guys. And for today, I've decided to ask one of the most successful entrepreneurs in this online business from Canada to be live with me. Yeah, you're right. Here's a little bit different because today, right now, is 6 a.m. in the morning in the Brisbane and afternoon in the Canada. So that would be the one of the awesome features of this business that it's not, the time restraint, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. So today, I've invited from Tehmina from Canada. So let me bring her up. Tehmina, floor is yours. Hello.
Hello, Mo. How are you?
Thank you very much. How are you from Canada? How's it feeling in afternoon in Canada?
It's great. You know what the thing is? I always say you guys are one up on us all the time because whatever we try, you guys are always going to be ahead of us.
Yeah. That's a matter of time difference. Yeah, yeah. We are always around 14 hours ahead of you and other guys in
Always.
Canada. Yeah, Eastern Canada and Eastern
Yeah.
the US. Yeah. So let's roll. For the beginning, could you please a little bit introduce yourself and your background and yeah, where are you from originally and something like that? Thank you.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'd love to do that. Thank you so much for having me on your page, first and foremost.
No worries.
So yeah, I'm actually originally from Mumbai. I moved to Canada with my husband and my two boys almost 19 years ago. I live in
Mm-hmm.
a small town. It's called Whitby. It's very close to Toronto. It's about 30 minutes outside Toronto. A lot of people know where Toronto is, so that's why I always try to reference that. And like any other immigrant moving to a new country, we had our initial struggles and things like that. But with God's blessing, we've managed to make a good life for ourselves. Both my boys are done their education. They're engineers, and my husband's got an amazing job, and I myself have had been working in banking for almost eight and a half years. Since 2012, I was working in one of the top 5 banks in Canada, and yeah, and I became a digital business owner a year ago, and it's been an amazing journey for me so far.
Definitely awesome. So, for you, that's as a banker and from India would be, pretty awesome to start another business as a side hustle. So, let me know about your why specifically, why you started this business. What did you feel that you're gonna need another plan,
Hmm.
another source of income, probably way more better than this source A or plan A for yourself and your family? Could you please a little bit more details let us know about it?
Yeah, no, for sure. So the thing is that I also have my husband's mother who lives with us full time, and my parents live here as well. So
Yeah.
she's 80 now, and so back in 2019, I started noticing that she was getting more and more dependent. When I used to work full time, I used to work at the bank, a 9 to 5 kind of a job. She used to be all alone at home because my husband was working, the kids were working. I realized, she wouldn't eat her meals, or she's mobile and everything, but it's just that dependency that somebody should be there to give her meals and things like that. And then overall, even with my bank job, it wasn't a salaried job, so to speak. So it was on an hourly pay, which
Yeah.
means that I could not take time off. If I took time off, I wouldn't get paid, and that really hurt. When you're sick, and if you want to take time off, you're not going to get paid. Or if you want to take vacation, then you have to think, is it worth it getting a week off, but then getting no pay, and then your bills are still there to be paid, right? So those kind of things were going on at the back of my mind, and that's when I started realizing that we did need a plan B. I did need something else to supplement our income because in today's world, even with me and my husband both working full time, I guess we want the luxuries of life or whatever it is. We have a home and other expenses. Uh, it always happened that our paycheck would get over before we even got to enjoy it, right? Like all the bills would just take over, and all the
Yeah.
money would never last. So that's
Yes.
why I
Yes.
started looking for other alternates, and I did try out a couple of different things, but then because of COVID hitting the whole world in March 2020, I realized
Mhm.
that online was one of the best things to do, especially
Definitely.
being in the century that we are in. Everything is going digital, right? Like everything is moving online, right? From schools to work to everything, like even your doctor's checkups and everything are being done online now.
Yeah.
So that's how I realized that I need to learn how to leverage it, and that's when my search began. And
Beautiful.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
one of the most one of the main motivations for me to get into the online space, actually.
Yes, that would be definitely awesome. That would be one of the most why of every person, everybody, in order to find a better life, find a
Yeah,
luxurious life, and living on their own term, yeah,
yeah,
for their own family and having a more quality time with their family. And that has also been my why in order to start a business and start this successful journey in
yeah,
order to make a better life for my life, for my family, and have a better quality time.
yeah.
Yeah. So for the next question, would that be possible for you to talk about the features of this online business? For example, as a list, because I know I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of features that we can talk about it hours and hours. But yeah, because the time is strained, so please let us know about the most important items or features of this online business in comparison with the other online businesses or with the other, let's say, solutions out
Um,
there.
yeah, so as I said, I was searching for different options online. I did look into things like Amazon drop shipping and affiliate marketing and, Spotify and things. There is a lot of information that you'll find online, a lot of training and things like that. The reason I didn't go for those versus this, one of the biggest things is that not only do you get the training, but what we get in our business is a complete package system. So, for example, with Amazon, I could get the training, but I still have to source out my own products. I have to figure out what products are going to be able to sell or not sell. And then I have to be in charge of figuring out getting the inventory. You can have drop shipping set up, but you still have to figure out ordering it from whichever part of the world you want to, making sure the inventory comes in, the supply is there, handling the returns. All those things are still in your hand as a business owner. I did not have that kind of luxury of time and things because I was working full time. And what I liked about this business versus that is ours is more like a plug and play system. You get like a business in a box kind of thing where, you have your training on how to get started, but besides that, you also get your website made. You get an access to an automated email campaign. You get all the hands-on training that is required to become a successful digital business owner, including an affiliate company that we are affiliated with, where we get our commissions from. So that's what I
Yes.
really liked, is it's all done for you, and you basically have to put in your 10%. Bring in your motivation, be willing to learn, and get started, right? And it's a global platform. So you could be sitting, like I'm sitting in Canada, besides the fact that we're doing this interview, but I do have ads running in Australia, although I'm
Yeah,
sitting in Canada, and I do have, business partners and things that I, planning to start very soon from Australia. So that's what I love, the connectivity of this business. It's a global business, and, it's registered in 23 countries all around the world, right? So that's what I love, especially, and that's what stood out for me more than anything else, versus other things out there.
definitely. So thank you so much, and yeah, I'd like to talk about the legitimacy of this business, because there are a lot of other options out there. I mean, in terms of, for example, earning heck a
Hmm.
lot of money. I mean, they are, I mean, claiming to earn a heck a lot of money even from the first weeks of starting this business. But I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure, and I've said several times, that these solutions are illegal, because I've already tried several of them and lost thousands of dollars on
yeah,
cryptocurrencies, or let's say an
yeah.
Amazon, Shopify, and other online solutions. So yeah, but this online business that we are doing is completely legal, and I'd like to, ask you to talk a little bit about this feature, about, the legitimacy of this online business and the compensation plan, if it's possible. Please let the viewers know about the, for example, amount of income totally that they can earn, and based on the which time frame they normally can do that.
Well, I mean, the legitimacy comes from the fact, as I mentioned earlier, that it is in 23 countries. It is registered in 23 countries around the world. That service about, I believe, it's 38 countries. So,
Yeah.
like, for example, I am in Canada, so I can speak for Canada, is that we get something called a T4A for our commission income that comes from the company that we're affiliated with. And, when we file our taxes, we actually need that to show to the government that that's the income that we've made. So if it wasn't registered, then you would have that doubt that maybe it's not, it could not be legitimate or anything like that, right? So it is tax registered in all these countries, and as I mentioned, you get the T4A. Besides that, the other thing is, What is the other thing I was about to mention? I get this. I had this couple of points in my mind.
Yeah.
The other thing I also feel is that when we are, in our kind of business, in our line, when we come across somebody and we show ourselves right there in front of everyone, is because it is authentic. If we're not hiding behind anyone. If you go to any of our business pages, we have personal, pictures, family things, that you will see, and you will know that we are all authentic and real. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in your hard work. We do provide all the training, so as long as you follow the training step by step, I always tell my team success is guaranteed for you if you put in the effort. Without putting an effort, if anything is being promised you where you just put in some money and suddenly it becomes a big money tree in 6 months, it's not authentic. So everybody's journey is different. There are people that can become successful in our business within 2 months, and there are people who take even a year to do that. Same thing. It all depends on how much time and effort you put in. I have team members who are, they hit the ground running and they start making money very soon within a couple of months. But then there are others, life comes in the way and they take their own time. It's very easy to start earning, a 5-figure a month income in our business within 6 months. But that is only if you start putting in the right kind of effort, right? So it's not necessary that everybody does that. It's not guaranteed. And I am a big believer that God is the one that gives you whatever risk, as we say in Islam, that you get. So you put in the hard work, and I know in this one the returns are guaranteed. I am seeing those returns. And yeah, and then the best part I like about this business also is the mentorship aspect. You're not doing it all alone. You're kind of guiding other people. You're helping them succeed, and you become a part of their life, their journey, and that's another thing that gives me a lot of motivation to do this every day. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, you see, I want to add my spin on top of the things that you said, and that's about the compensation plan. As you truly said, completely depending on the amount of time that each person is putting on this business and
Yeah.
any other businesses. Because, yeah, even in the offline world,
Yes.
whenever you are doing a business, whenever you are doing some work, for example, or some homework or some assignments
Yeah.
or some work project, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whenever you're putting time, the more you're putting time, the sooner you're gonna get, for example, your result or
Yeah.
anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty completely dependent to the amount of time that you're gonna put, guys.
Yeah.
But basically, within this 6 or 7 months after doing this business, after starting this business, if you're putting, for example, a certain amount of time, 2 hours, for example, at the beginning, and after that, even less than 2 hours, so you're gonna get the results. You're gonna
Yeah.
get your 5 figures. Starting from month 3 or 4, you're gonna have 3 digits, like I'm doing at the moment, and
Yeah.
after that, you're gonna have 4 digits, and at the end of the day, five figures are coming, and even 6 figures, because a lot of business owners in this business, and a lot earning a lot of money in 6 month, 6 figure or 5 figure month. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to start in this business, for even for me or for every other person, because
Yeah.
when we're gonna have a lot of money, let's say by even putting less amount of time in comparison with the other businesses out there, because you said there are businesses out there that dealing with goods, dealing with products, or let's say dealing with asking friends, bugging friends and families in order
Yeah.
to ask them to buy the goods, buy the products. But this online business is not dealing with this. Matters at all. It's not dealing with products. It's not dealing with services. It's not dealing with bugging friends and family. And it's only, let's say, concentrated on posting and making advertise in social medias like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, let's say
YouTube.
Pinterest, and Instagram, let's say, and
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
YouTube, Pinterest, those kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the best way you can explain this business is that when we market it, we're not looking for customers. What we're looking for is business owners. So when we
Definitely.
invite
Yeah.
others or people see our ad, all we talk about is the business opportunity that we found, because it's an amazing business model. The platform that we found is amazing. And if anyone decides to start their own online business because of our marketing efforts, then you get a commission on it. That's pretty much as simple as it can get. And it's because the company that we are affiliated with, their compensation structure is copyrighted. It is it has a really good margin. It's not like other companies out there, and that's how you're able to make this kind of income, in the period of time that you just mentioned. It is
Yeah,
possible, and I am seeing those things happening. I have been making five figures for the last couple of months now, every month. So that's been, yeah, that's been, it is really amazing the way your income can really multiply in this.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the most dominant, or let's say the most striking difference of this online business model in terms of the compensation plan with the other businesses out there, because I believe that this business is the only business in the town, is the only game in the town, because it's pretty, I mean, awesome and pretty, let's say, dominant and specific in terms of the compensation plan and the
yeah,
retirement plan that this business is offering for the
yeah,
lifetime.
yeah,
And the inheritance feature that this business is offering
yeah,
means that you can inherit these, I mean, assignments, these benefits, all to any other person that you want by filling some forms and submitting these forms. So even after you're dying, for example, unfortunately,
mhm.
after even your death, all the benefits, all the assignments going to be inherited to any other person that you are after.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
you're
it's
making
not
it.
not any other person, but somebody from your family. It has to be a blood
Yeah, yeah,
relation.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
for example,
so you
you,
can
yeah,
leave it. You can leave it to your kids. Yes, you can. Yeah,
yeah, definitely right. Yeah,
yeah,
and by this way, we're gonna make our, for example, legacy. We're gonna make our legacy here because
exactly.
not only we are getting benefited from this business until, I mean, the rest of our life. For example,
Yeah,
after reaching a certain amount of time, a certain
yeah,
amount of points, yeah, in this business, you're gonna earn lifetime at least $5,000 a month and more and more and
yeah,
more. So
yeah,
yeah, even without doing any other thing in this business, you're gonna earn, sorry, this amount of money for the
yeah,
rest of your life, guys. You are not getting any other businesses out there that for doing nothing you're going to earn, for example, at least $5,000 a month after, for example, 2 or 3 years of this doing this business. So
yeah,
there are a lot of people right now at the moment in our private Facebook community that earning this amount of money monthly or
yeah,
even more than that, and they are able to inherit this, I mean, feature to their kids, for example.
yeah.
And by this way, their kids is not going to needing anymore, I mean, to, for example, work or
Absolutely,
needing any worry
absolutely.
about, for example, yeah, having the financial problems or something like that. So
Yeah,
these are the beauty of this business model, guys. So yeah, Tehmina, for the next question, what would you say for the next fence sitters, for the guys that are watching us and are still hesitant about whether joining this business or not? Because I think I'm receiving a lot of messages in the messenger or any other platforms every day that they are hesitant about starting this business, about whether it is suitable for them or not, whether they are capable of doing this business or not. But I'm pretty sure that they should be a blessing for them if they even giving it a try, because it is completely free of charge, giving it a
exactly.
try and getting to know about this business. So what would
Yeah.
you say about it, to the fence sitters?
Well, I mean, the thing is, first and foremost, if people are interested, right, and they're just not sure whether they are going to be good at it or not, there's many things in life that till you don't do it, you don't know if you're going to be good at it or not, right?
Yes,
Many,
yes, definitely right.
many examples, simple things like, being a woman, especially when you start learning how to drive, like you don't know how you're going to be able to drive. You're so nervous, like, but you don't not learn how to drive, right? Because I need a car, I need to drive, I need to go to work, I need to go get my grocery. So you do it because you have no choice. And then, if you keep, a lot of times I always give this example as well. If being immigrants, the biggest change that we've done in our lives, the biggest thing that we've done to get out of our comfort zone is to leave our home countries and make another country our home. If we had this thing in our mind saying, I don't know if I can do it, if I was in India thinking, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to survive in Canada, what are we going to do, where are we going to live, what kind of job are we going to get, I would still be there in India instead of, having built my life in Canada. So many a times when we need a change in our life and something comes, an opportunity comes our way, the only way for us to know whether we are going to be good at it or not is by giving it a chance, right? It's by
Definitely.
looking into it. If you don't, your life is always going to be where you are. You're going to be stuck where you are and you're never going to move ahead. So, and you know what? If you're not looking for a change, if you're very happy with your life the way it is, then you don't need to bother. But if you are looking for something that could possibly give you part-time income or even replace your full-time income, like Mo, I have quit my full-time
Yeah,
bank job of eight
surely.
and a half years. I quit my job in January. So I am a full-time digital business owner now because My goal in 2019 was to do that.
Awesome.
And if I hadn't taken this step last year, I would still be doing the same bank job, working for somebody else, not being able to do this live interview right now because I would still be at my
Yes.
bank job, you know,
Yes.
because it's 4 o'clock here and I would be on my way either home or still at work. I think usually I would leave around 4:35. So I'd still be stuck at that bank job, not making the kind of income I'm making now. I think in the first 6 months of this year, I have already made more than what I would have made in my bank job last year, you know.
Yes.
So that's what it is. And the only person that stands in your way is yourself. Your skepticism, your doubts is what stands in your way. Nothing else stands in your way, you know. So if you kind of look beyond that, that's where you can find success, and that's how your life can change, right?
Yes, definitely right. And the first step, as you said, truly is watching a free webinar,
Yeah.
because either on my website or on Tehmina's website, which is going to be under the comment section pretty soon, you're going to go there and enter your name and email address and register your name and email address. And after that, I'll be sending you an email, including the link to watch the free webinar, either live or catch the replay, the latest replay. Remember, less than 4 hours later, we're going to have one of our true live weekly webinars out there, because we're gonna going live 2 times each week on 5 p.m. PST, on Tuesday and let's say Thursday, Western, the US time, which is gonna be on Wednesday and Friday mornings, 10 a.m. in the Australian Eastern time. So less than 4 hours, doesn't matter. We're gonna go live with another webinar with you guys. So we are going to share a lot of secrets, a lot of, let's say, successful stories of digital business owners doing this business in these webinars.
Yeah.
Apart from that, we are going to learn, we are going to teach you a little bit more about the 3 pillars of this online business. So by watching us live, by joining us live or catching the replay, you're going to learn, you're going to get more familiar with this online business. And who knows, maybe you're gonna get interested, because the first time watched an advertisement on social media before starting this business and joined this webinar and watched it. It wasn't, let's be frank, and not been so interesting for me. But for the second time and third time that I catch the replay, catch another webinar, watch another webinar, because we are, as I said a few minutes ago, we are hosting 2 webinars weekly on a live basis. So yeah, when I watched the other webinars, I did understood that there are a lot of people
Yeah.
out there that doing this business. They're completely legal business. They are completely real people that doing this business. And that's why that I started this business, because I found it completely different with the other solutions out there. So the first step is to register your name and email address, please, on my website, on Tehmina's website, and watch a free webinar. And after that, you're going to get the next step. You're going to put the next step, put your step forward, and yeah, paying 100 one time, $149 US dollar one time, let's say refundable amounts, refundable fee for expressing your interest seriously. And after that, we're gonna get you to the private Facebook community. You're gonna have you a lot of more information about this business. There are a lot of pre-coaching videos that you're gonna watch, and after that, get to know about the products that the business is doing with this, instead of our business owners, instead of us, the business is dealing with. And because every other business is like every other business, every other legal businesses, this business is also dealing with products,
Yeah.
and is, for example, buying products. But the point is, the system is doing that for us instead of us. The system is doing the funnel. The system is doing designing websites and managing the emails and something like that. So the reason that we are saying that this business model is almost automated more than 90%, because of this, because you're not going to be involved and let's say worried at all about whether the product or is reaching or not, whether the product is available or not, what is the payment problems or something like that. Or for example, whether my website or funnel is designed, is working properly, is online or not, because these matters completely handled by the systems automatically. And the only thing that you're going to be worried about is making an advertisement and advertising in social media about let's say your lifestyle, about the all beauties and all the blessings of this online business, and asking people to watch it, to give
Yeah.
it a free try, because it's completely free of charge, as I said.
Yeah.
So yeah, after joining this private Facebook community, there are a lot of options you can have. and there is a 1 month amount of time and period for deciding whether this online business is the one that you are looking for or not, whether this online business is the game changer opportunity that you're seeking or not. And even you're not interested, doesn't matter. You're gonna return your your full amount of money in a 2, for example, business day, without any charge, without any deduction from your amount of money that you put.
Yeah.
So, but more than 90% of guys that are paying this 149 one-time US dollar gonna join this business and gonna let's say continue this success story because they have found it promising, pretty promising, and pretty let's say giving them a heck a lot amount of money. Because at the beginning, Tehmina, is pretty interesting. I was only looking for getting, for example, $2,000 or $3,000 on a daily basis. So yeah, but found it super more than this amount of money, 5 or 6 month, let's say 5 or 6 fold the amount of money that I'm earning at the moment. So it's pretty awesome that, I mean,
Okay.
everybody is yeah, giving it a try, because there are a lot of business owners, more than 93,000 people at the moment doing
Yeah.
this business based on their own terms, based on their own pace, at anywhere and anytime. Thank you so
Exactly.
much.
Yeah.
Any
Thank
other thing
you.
you want to add at the end of this interview?
No. The only funny thing is that like I told you, I've become a job quitter now. My husband is getting very excited because every time I get a paycheck, he goes, "Okay, now I can retire soon." I'm like, "No, just give me another year or so."
Yeah.
No, but it is an amazing platform. And besides that, like besides the amount of money and everything, you learn so much. What I have learned in the last 1 year, I had no idea about Facebook or social media and things like that. So I've learned a lot, and the kind of friendships that I've made are, a community that you mentioned, 93,000 people. It's super supportive. Everyone's there to help you. Everyone is kind of, being there for you, their moral support, and they're cheering you on. And it's very rare that you find, some this kind of support in any other kind of organization. There's no, you're not after each other, or you're kind of not competing with each other. That's the best thing I can say. So that's what I love about this. And yeah, and that's what I wanted to share, that it's definitely worth it. Your mindset changes, you become a more positive and a happier person too. And I know for myself, that's exactly what has happened for me. Yeah.
Definitely right. Definitely right.
Yeah.
Yes. So once again, thank you everybody for joining me, for joining Tehmina and watching this online interview. It was a pretty awesome interview. It was a pretty honor for me, Tehmina, to be live with you and to be interviewing with you. Thank you so much for your time, and
You're
wish you
very
all the
welcome.
best, and have a
Thank you.
great Tuesday afternoon ahead. Thank you
You
so much,
you
guys.
you enjoy
Anything
your
else,
day as
Tehmina?
well. Thank you so much. Take care.
Okay, no worries.